and Scott, their big forwards, each kicked 5. Dale Weightman, Richmond star flea, is with us, but Doug Bigelow firstly to summarise the match.
Well, it was clearly indicated to me that two things emerged from this game, and that was surely the rise back to power as a force in league football. That was Richmond. I thought it was clearly indicated, and Fitzroy would have plenty of worry. I believe their president had lots of anxiety written all over his face before the game. Well, I think that would be further this evening because it was a very disappointing performance by Fitzroy this afternoon. Very few of the players can hold their head high. A lot emerged from the Richmond effort. I thought it was absolutely superb. 20 players, or 18 players almost to a man, certainly made a notable contribution to a grand display by the Tigers. Jess kept the forward line in workmanlike manner. Roach capped it off with 7 goals. Pickering, a delightful player on a half-forward flank, was a good player for them, and those 2 or 3 fellows that Richmond have gathered, Francis, namely from Fitzroy, always did something with the football, as did Anir, a worthy replacement for Weiler, who's gone back to Western Australia, and the defence, well led, I thought, by Greg Strawn, but everybody doing something. It was a commentator's dream, really, because Richmond played so well overall that one couldn't find fault with their effort. Fitzroy, lots of worries, and I think quite a few headaches in front of Robert Walls for the next few weeks.
Since Walls has been there, I think the really impressive thing has been their commitment. Is that lacking, Doug?
I think so, and possibly Matt Rendell would be missed more than anybody because Lee did as he pleased today, particularly with his field play, although Coleman battled well and got lots of hit-outs, but Lee was the general. He was the field marshal who did an excellent job for the Tigers.
Francis get any special treatment?
No special treatment at all, just showing his backside to his opposition for most of the day.
And what about the lucrative recruit, Walsh?
The lucrative recruit, Walsh, showed a stamp of class on the odd occasion. Wasn't one of Richmond's great players, but did enough to gain a place, I think, for the next couple of weeks.
Well, good evening now to Dale Weightman, and 2 wins out of 3 after a lean year last year, Dale. Things looking up?
Yes, it certainly is a good change. You know, I enjoy winning like anyone else, and the first game against Fitzroy we didn't play well, but the last 2 games were really looking good.
We hear so much about that mean streak in the Richmond club generally. Is it really like that when you have a bad year? Yeah,
I think, you know, if you've noticed after, like, I remember Tony Jewell, after he won the grand final in 80, he only lasted 1 more year because we had a bad year, so that's the way it is. They're always built on success, and I think it usually gets results anyway.
Where did you get hold of Michael Pickering? And
he's a local boy from, I think, the Hawkesburn area. Yeah, he's a beautiful player, moves well, great mark. You know, I think he's going to be a really good player in the future.
Michael Roach among the goals. He hasn't kicked a lot in recent times.
No, mainly because he's probably played up the ground. And also he led well today. That's one of his greatest fortes. If he leads, and since we've got the players like, as you said, Francis and Walsh that can deliver the ball to him, you know, we'll do well.
Now, you've had a rather serious illness. You've bounced back. You 100%?
Yeah, I'm feeling better. You know, I missed most of pre-season, and I had a hamstring injury early in the pre-season, and I missed most of the practice matches. I've really only trained 2 weeks for the year, but I'm feeling all right.
On the defence effort today, can you afford to leave Jess out of defence even though he played so well in attack?
Well, I think we've got Neil Peart there that's played was best on the ground, I thought, last week. He struggled a bit with Scott's height today, but he battled hard, and Strawny's a good player. I think what impressed me is our backline when they're kicking the ball to position much better, like Phil Egan and David Palm and so forth.
Jeff Dunn, your latest recruit from another club, did he get a run?
Only in the last 5 minutes, so we didn't really see much of him. Yeah.
Be your best effort for a couple of years, though. You must be happy.
It was magnificent, yeah. The way they teamed well and used the ball, and it was magnificent.
Dale, Pato settled in well as coach?
Yes.
You'd be enjoying that?
Yeah, it is. You know, I think everyone's got together. You know, he's easily to talk to and get on really well with him.
Okay, Richmond recording their 2nd win out of 3 matches, and Fitzroy really away to a horror start with 3 straight losses. The Tigers big winners today at VFL Park. Well, Fitzroy recorded its 2nd win for the season, and North, which topped the table.